Yo guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be doing the Queen's Commerce Q&A. I've received a lot of questions recently about Queen's, a lot about commerce, so I'm going to dedicate this video strictly to commerce. So if you have any more questions after this video that are unanswered, leave those in the comment section below and I'll get to those. If you're new and you just came across my channel, it'd be really appreciated if you could hit the subscribe button and also toss this video a like if you find this helpful. Let's get right into this Q&A. So the first question I received is, how did you get into commerce, as in Marks and Extracurriculars, that made you stand out? In terms of Marks, when I was in grade 12, I applied with like a mid-90s average. That being said, I do know a lot of people who applied to Queen's with like high 80s, so Marks do matter. You have to meet that minimum. I believe it's 88%, but I think they put more emphasis on the extracurriculars. I talked about how I volunteered every summer at this kids camp. That was like a huge part of my supplementals. What is the most important part of the supplemental apps? I'm applying right now and I don't know what to say. Help. So like I kind of said, I would focus on some extracurricular things that you did in high school and then relate those back to the main themes that they're looking for. Let me just look it up right now. This year, they say how they're looking for leadership skills and aptitude for both quantitative and qualitative subjects, people who thrive in team environments. So if I were you writing your supplemental apps, I would talk about how your extracurriculars, whether you're on team sports or you volunteer at a camp or your work, demonstrates how you would thrive in like a team environment. Because commerce is very team heavy, there's a lot of courses with group work. Next question, being in commerce program is so academically demanding. How do you manage to have a social life? I would actually disagree and say it's not always academically demanding. You realistically only have 15 hours of class per week. You're literally in a section with 80 people and you're in so many different groups. That kind of allows you to build social networks and just develop friends within the program. Definitely comes in waves though. For example, the first month or so isn't so academically demanding. There's not that much due. But then right before midterms and right before finals week, there'll be a bunch of stuff due. What do your marks have to be like to go on exchange? Most third-year students go on exchange. I think the rate's like high 90s, 96 or 98. Your marks play a bit of the role. I think it's the marks get like 40 or 50% of the weight. There's a bunch of other things you do prior in second year. There's like an interview and there's other aspects that do play a role in determining where you can go on exchange. If I come to Queen's next year, will I get a photo with you? Yeah. What are you doing after you graduate from Queen's? So right now I'm taking mainly like finance courses. I see myself after I graduate either working in Toronto or working in Asia. Stauffer is always so busy and noisy. What are some less known study spots? Douglas is good, the law library is good, and also there's tons of cafes like Cobro or Starbucks or like different cafes that are walking distance that are pretty good study spots as well. If you didn't take commerce, what would you have taken? Why did you take commerce instead? So when I was in grade 12 and I was like looking at universities, it was like a huge process of elimination for me. I hated chem so much in high school. I couldn't do chem, so I was like, nah, I'm not going to sciences. I was super interested in psychology, but I thought business would be a better fit for me because I like the aspect of like group discussion in class and just like the team. I didn't actually take any business courses in high school. Being a girl, just wanted to know if commerce and engineering programs are dominated by guys. For commerce, I would say definitely not. There's around probably a 50-50 for guys and girls, but for engineering, it's definitely dominated more by guys. Does it cost more to go on exchange? No, it doesn't. You pay the exact same tuition as commerce tuition. Your grade 11 marks really matter for normal acceptance. I believe on the, let me just check, OUAC application, your top 5 grade 12 marks, those are the marks they're looking at. So grade 11 marks don't actually really matter. What did you talk about in your subs, and did you do any internships? So in grade 12 and in high school, I didn't do any internships. After first year, however, I did get an internship at this accounting place. And then last summer, I worked in Hong Kong. I would say it's not normal for people after first year to get internships, so like don't totally stress that. But by about third year, most people have internships by then. That's just something to consider. And Queen's has a really good setup with getting people internships. They have lots of recruitment and they help you with like your resume, your cover letters, that type of stuff. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Anyways, that wraps up the Q&A, guys. If you have any other questions, leave those in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, toss it a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hey, Abby.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What you doing?
Just applying to Queen's Commerce.
Hey, let's go. Yo, 6 Supreme stickers. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.